welcome back to another unboxing at the Acoustic Shop. I'm Jeremy, and this is John. We both got a couple Gibson mandolins, and we're going to be talking about this one to tell the folks all about them. We're Gibson dealers, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
We got the Goldrush today. That's what we're going to talk about. Welcome back to another unbox at the Acoustic Shop. I'm Jeremy, and this is John.
I am John.
And we're going to be talking about this the Goldrush from Gibson. It's like a new model for us. Well, they're all new models. We just started carrying Gibson.
We are excited to say we are Gibson mandolin dealers. We will be seeing Gibson mandolins in the Acoustic Shop, hopefully forevermore. Lots and lots of them. Jeremy, we're going to order 700,000 mandolins.
I hope we sell at least half of them. No, it's pretty exciting. I was endorsed by Gibson back in 2013, and I've been playing.
I think you're officially still on the roster.
I'm still an endorsed artist, I believe.
Yeah, he doesn't play anywhere. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody cares. But
they just haven't done website maintenance, so I'm still listed there.
Still listed.
But very excited to be able to carry these in the store. And the first two we've gotten, these are actually the first two we've gotten, and they're both blowing it out of the park. David's doing a great job with his workshop down in Nashville. Before we really dive in, which we already have done, I would like to say, if you'd like to hear just the sound samples and some audio samples of the instruments, towards the end of the video, we've got a link down in the description where you can jump to those. We also did a full recording, which happens to be Goldrush, the song we picked today.
That's right.
That was my idea.
Byron Berline.
Well, and it fits the
it's a fiddle tune that we played on the mandolin.
You're allowed to do that. They're tuned the same.
Oh, okay.
So today we're talking about the Goldrush. This is a beautiful instrument. It has this honey finish that they put on, so you can really see the grain of the wood. It's got that flame maple back and sides and neck, and then the spruce top, and just gorgeous look. I'm guessing that's where they get the Goldrush name.
It's
all
very
gold
golden.
hardware.
That's right.
Gold tuners, gold tail.
You know what they should have done? Just dipped it in gold. That actually kind of looks like they did in this like
sonically,
gold
that probably wouldn't
lacquer.
sound very good, but it would conduct electricity very well. Now let's talk about a few of the specs on this. It does have that beautiful fern inlay, but this is just a standard F5
correct.
Body and build with the parallel tone bars on this as well, right?
Yeah, and David told me, I called him up and I was like, tell me the specs on this, tell me what's cool and special about this besides what we recognize. And it does have a few upgrades that are special to the Goldrush, one of them being the smaller F-holes, which does change the tonal characteristic, makes it a little bit darker sounding, and you can kind of see that here.
This is a standard. How small, really tight on that, especially the upper part of the scroll.
I think what that does is kind of keep that sound inside the body a little bit more, making it kind of deeper, richer tone. Also has a couple of favorite pro specs that a lot of pro players, including you, I know absolutely love, which is radius fretboard and those larger mandolin frets, or banjo frets, I guess. Why is it you like those so much?
Both things. I hadn't really played a radius fingerboard fretboard before I got the Sam Bush model that I was endorsed with, and I just really fell in love with just the feel of that. Once you get used to it, I think either one that you get used to, a flat fretboard or a radius, you kind of develop a feel for. Once I really got a feel for that radius, it's hard to switch. And then the larger frets, I just like to be able to feel those frets when I shift. I can just grab right onto that fret, and it's just a feel thing.
I mean,
and they wear longer.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be a lot longer. Another thing that you're talking about the radius fretboard. I know in guitars and as well, and I would assume mandolin. Again, I'm not a mandolin guy. I don't know what the heck I'm doing with this. I find it weird to even hold. But what I was going to say is I would assume it's even more so on the mandolin. One thing with a radius fretboard is you kind of get a little bit more space in between the strings just because it's moved just a little bit. I know that to be sort of true on the guitar. I would assume with the smaller neck, might be a pretty big.
There's just a little bit more ergonomic like that. Your hand automatically does this little bit of an arch thing. So for me, I've gotten used to it, and I really love the radius fretboard. That's not to say there's not some great players out there that are using a flat fretboard and doing better than me. So it's not going to make a great player out of you, but I really enjoy the feel personally. It's a preference thing, I think. Other things about this I really liked was the tortoiseshell binding. Top, back, and also around the fretboard with this really cool extension cutoff here. I like, rather than just going straight across, I did this little decorative thing, and again all the way around the headstock of it.
I think what's really cool, like you said about that, is not just a tortoiseshell bound, like you said, all the way through the peg head, but having that white purfling really sets that off. I've seen a lot of people use tortoise before on an instrument of this type of color, and having that little break in there with that white purfling, again, very attractive touch.
Just classy looking. And then also it has the stepped up with the gold hardware on the top and the actual pearl buttons on there. So Very nice, very classy.
Take those into your jewelry store and trade them in and probably make a whole bunch of money.
You rub them against your teeth to test whether they're real.
Did you do that?
No.
Really?
I didn't. I just trust them. They feel like it. Anyway, just a fabulous mandolin. I was really surprised when this came in. The great thing with Gibson is they just, all of a sudden we open the front door and there's a Gibson sitting on our front door, which is pretty exciting, but
cool
we don't know what's in
packaging.
it. And then we opened it up and this was inside. Very surprising and beautiful instrument.
I like that we're getting the Gibson mandolins in here right now. Again, I know there's been some ups and downs with people's opinions on Gibson and their mandolins and stuff. I have to say, I think David has really stepped up the shop. I think some of the best Gibson mandolins that have ever been made are being made right now.
I agree.
And these models that are coming out are also really cool. Really cool touches. In fact, a lot of people are copying a lot of the Gibson. I mean, they've been copying the Gibson mandolin thing forever, and it's good to see that Gibson's back to being a pioneer again and bringing back those old designs as well as coming up with new ones, such as the Goldrush right here.
So very, very pleased to have these in. I agree with you. You can't have a company that's been open, over 100 years and not have some downtime in it with different heads of their departments. But David has really done an excellent job, and every instrument that I've played in the last 10 years has just been blowing me away. And then getting our first two in the shop, I couldn't be happier with them.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for watching that video that we just did. I'm going to make this universal so we can use it on all the videos.
Good
I hope
plan.
you enjoyed that thing that I said. And if you'd like to see more things like that, then subscribe down below where it says subscribe. You'll be notified anytime we do another video.
And while you're at it, make sure to check out our website, theacousticshop.com. We have free shipping on most products and one of the best return policies in the country.
We know what it's like to buy an instrument online. You never know what you're going to get. When you get it, if you're not happy with it, send it back to us. We're not going to be mad at you.
No.
We'll be a little disappointed in you, but no. We want you to find the right instrument, and there's no way to know until you try it. So we encourage you to try it out, play it, and then if it's not the right fit, we'll find the one that is.
There we go.
Also, be sure to comment down below. We'd love to interact with you guys. It's not a one-way street here.
No.
You get to say things, we get to say things back to you. If we say mean things, we're going to say mean things back. So.
We may or may not do that. Anyway, we thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.